This is by far one of the main reasons why I do see people failing at doing SEO. Hey, it's Chris here, and today I want to talk with you about SEO keyword intent, because in my opinion, that is one of the most important part when it comes to not only driving traffic, but at the same time converting your traffic into leads, users, or whatever kind of action you're looking for. So before I'm going to dive into the SEO keyword intent, I want to talk about what SEO is all about. So what did you see on my screen? It's 4 things that I'm always sticking when delivering an SEO campaign. I'm going to start actually with the very last one, which is provide answers quickly. Now, one of the main metrics that Google use when ranking your pages in Google is something called time to value. This basically indicates to Google how fast someone that types something in Google can find the answer by visiting your website. And right now you might be wondering why this is so important to Google. One of the main goals that Google has in mind, that is to provide quick answers, that is to provide access to free information. So obviously Google wants that anyone that is using their platform can easily and quickly find the information they're looking for. So when you're writing your next article, before publishing it live and indexing it on Google, just make sure that wherever your main keyword is, there is the answer within the very first paragraph of your article. And I wanted to share with you 2 really good examples. All I did is I typed in Google LinkedIn ad cost 2024, and I basically pulled these 2 websites right here, Barden AI, and second one is webfx.com. So let's start with WebFX first. And you can see that the answer to my question, which is how much LinkedIn ad cost, it's within the very first paragraph of the article. LinkedIn advertising costs on average $2 to $3 per click. So that's about right. I do have the answer within the very first second of reading this article, which obviously it's a good indicator to Google that the website has a low time to value. I quickly find the information within the very first second of landing on this page. Within the Barden.ai example, same thing right here. If we're looking over this quick summary, we can see within the very first paragraph, we have LinkedIn advertising costs, right, based on ad type, bidding strategy, and campaign objective, with the average cost ranging from $2 to $8 per action. So just like the webfx.com example, you can see that Barden AI also has the answer to the search query within the very first paragraph of the article. Now, the very next one is act as an expert in the field. This is another main metric that Google use when ranking your page. So what actually means to be an expert in the field? That means that whatever kind of content you put on the website, it needs to be written by someone that do have expertise within the industry. That is the main reason why after the Google helpful content update, a lot of affiliate marketing websites, they lost their ranking. Most of these articles, they've been written by AI, by people that don't have expertise in the industry, and Google obviously spotted that out. So before I'm writing the article, what I usually do with the client is I ask them if they have someone from their team that can write the very first draft of the article and also add any expertise they have, any knowledge they have about a specific industry. So if my client doesn't have any expert on their team, or maybe they don't have the time to write this article, what I do is I go on the Upwork, make a quick job posting there, and I'm trying to find someone that do have expertise within my client niche. So let's say you do have a video editing software. You would go on the Upwork, you would post a job searching for a videographer or someone that is constantly working within the video editing space. You would hire this specific talent and ask them to write the very first draft of your article. Now, finally, when it comes to the expertise, Google also want to make sure that the expert, it's a real person. So usually what I do right here is right at the bottom of the article, I'm adding a simple box, a simple card, a simple snippet of the author profile. And in this author profile, obviously I'm adding a simple image, I'm adding the first last name, I'm adding the role or the job title, and finally I'm also linking to different social profiles of this expert. So if you're about to hire someone on the Upwork to write the very first draft or just to act as a collaborator, make sure you're also asking for different social profile links like his Twitter, his X URL, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever. Google just want to make sure that this person is a real human being. Now, the name of the metric that Google use for this act as an expert in the field, it's called EAT, and it stands for expertise, authority, and trust, because obviously Google doesn't want to push articles that haven't been written by an expert, haven't been written by someone that doesn't know the industry, the niche, or the topic that the article is all about. Now, third one is acquiring backlinks. Backlinks shows another level of your authority in front of Google. Google want to make sure that you are a trusted business, that other businesses mention you, that other businesses have links pointing back to your website. And in SEO, this is typically called as backlink, and it falls under the off-page SEO. But there's more than just acquiring these backlinks. You also need to make sure that your website also have a good internal linking. This means that your article point to other article, those articles point to other articles, so on and so on. A lot of people talk about this, but when it comes to acquiring authority, there's obviously more than just these backlinks, right? There's also the part of providing topical authority, right? Which means that publishing articles about a specific topic only, because what is happening is so many companies, they write article on different and many topics. So if you want to get quick Google results, one of the best strategy you can do in the early stage of your SEO campaign is publishing articles only about one topic and create articles and pages that do answer most of the search terms that people add in Google. And one of the best tools to actually find all of these search terms and different topics is called Answer Socrates. You just go right there, you pull in main keyword, and it shows you all the questions that people ask on Google. Now from there, what you want to do is you want to write a short article about all of those questions. Now obviously there's like other tools you can use completely for free. You have Google also Ask section, Reddit, Quora, YouTube comments, and many, many more. So you don't have to go with SEMrush, Ahrefs, or any paid tool to actually find keyword opportunities. Now, once you do have a few articles written out about a specific topic only, next thing is of course to publish all of these articles. Once you publish, from there you want to gather a couple of backlinks to prove authority in the front of Big G, right? So there are a lot of methods to acquire backlink, from free methods where you would do guest posts, which is simply reaching out to other websites, asking them to publish your content in exchange for a link pointing back to your website, as well as paid options like doing PRs, outreach, and so on. And one of the services that I'm always using when it comes to acquiring backlinks is Fat Joe. And then you can see a list of all of the backlink opportunities that they have there, including PR, guest postings, and many, many more. Now, lastly is creating unique content. And this is probably something that you've seen or heard before. When it comes to creating an article, it needs to be fresh. It needs to be unique. So many companies, they use to write their articles using AI. And there's one big problem with AI. It's not about that it's being written by AI and it sounds academic and all of that, because obviously you can train ChatGPT to write personally and write conversationally or write straightforward or wherever style of writing you have. So the problem, it's not about intonality or writing when it comes to using ChatGPT. The main problem with AI writing assistants is the knowledge that they have. It's already available to Google. You can have the best article in the world written by AI, but still the information inside, it will already be available to Google. So Google want to make sure that they can index new content, fresh content, unique content that does not exist in the Google dataset. So usually what I do right here to create new and unique content is, number one, I go into Upwork and I do hire a talent that is an expert within my industry or within my client industry. And the second option I'm doing, if I wanted to write this completely for free, right, without like outsourcing this, is I go in different industry forums, Quora, Reddit, YouTube, and I'm trying to find fresh information. And typically if you go on the YouTube and you quickly type the keyword, you're gonna see like a lot of experts in the industry. So what I do from there is I watch a couple of videos to understand what kind of insights and data I can gather from that specific video. And from there, I'm just putting all of these information into ChatGPT. So ChatGPT, it's only working with unique and fresh content, because all the Google is looking for is to get something that they don't have in their database. So if you can come up with a new strategy that Google doesn't know about, if you can come up with a checklist that Google doesn't know about, if you can come up with anything that Google doesn't know about, you're gonna increase your chances of ranking position 1 in Google. So that was about these 4 things I do when it comes to creating amazing content for my clients. Now, next thing I want to talk about is the SEO keyword intent. And when it comes to the keyword intent, we have like two big keyword intents. We have the commercial intent, and second one is informational intent. So commercial is when someone is looking to buy something, while the informational one is when they're just simply looking for information. They're looking to learn more. So you have to understand that these two keyword intent, they basically represent two different stages of the user buying journey. Okay, one, which is informational, these are like window shoppers. They're not yet ready to pull the trigger and buy, but at the same time, they know they have a problem and they want to do more due diligence. They want to do more research to learn more. Right? It's hard to push a conversion for these kind of people that they're looking for informational intent only. Instead of asking for a transaction, you would then give to the user something completely for free that would help them to make a better informed decision. So this can be free checklists, PDFs, video training, wherever. Because at this specific point, you can take that window shopper and convert that into a loyal customer by showing that you are an authority and you do have expertise on that specific topic. Now, when it comes to commercial, this is where all people are looking for is make a few comparisons here and there and just get the best deal out of all the solutions they're looking for. What did you see on my screen? It's a couple of keywords right here on the left paired with different types of articles and pages you can have. So let's look over these examples. First one is best video editing tool. Yeah. Now that is a commercial intent. The reason why it's a commercial intent because people, they want to compare multiple video editing tool and pick the one that suits their needs, their budget, the features, and so on. You can put a full comparison article. And you've probably already seen a lot of these top 10 tools for Xfing and so on. Now, next one, let's say someone types website designer. Now, the type of article you want to have is what to avoid. Yeah, because if someone is searching for website designer, they not only want to see who's the top designers, maybe in their region, if that's about the local SEO, but at the same time, they want to understand how to pick the best designer. So let's say you're looking to hire a talent, but you don't know the industry. Let's say you're looking to hire a videographer, but you know nothing about video editing and all the gears that is being used when editing and creating a video. Yeah, what you would do in that case? You'll probably ask a few friends, go online, go on different forums, go on the YouTube, and try to understand what should be the checklist when hiring a specific talent. So it's the same thing with this website designer keyword. People just want to learn more and what is the best practice when hiring a talent where they don't know that specific industry. Now, lastly, we have this one, Zapier alternative. Yeah. Let's say someone typed this one out in Google. Well, the best type of content you can put is, of course, one alternative. Yeah. The main problem I see with this alternative keyword, doesn't matter if it's Zapier or Microsoft or wherever, right? The main problem is people go with these top 10 alternatives. Yeah, don't go with top 10 alternatives. Provide just one alternative, but a really good one. Yeah, so let's say one of the top competitor for Zapier, it's Make. Yeah, Make.com, which formerly was Integromat. Well, what Make can do is they can write an article just about Make. Why Make is better than Zapier. They can have like tables inside that compare different features. They can describe each feature. They can even have a quick 10 minutes tutorial on how to use Make and why Make is better than Zapier. So now my question to you, would that kind of content be more meaningful to a user or not? And how about Google? Now, next one is the informational. And right here, I have three main keywords. The very first one is how to make TikTok video. You can see that the keyword starts with how to make. That means that someone haven't been used any tools whatsoever, or they're not an expert in that specific field they're searching for. So in this case, maybe they're not experts in making a TikTok video. So they're just looking for the steps in order to make that TikTok video. That is everything they're looking for. They're not looking to put their credit card information, buy something. They're just looking to gather more information so you can take them from the awareness stage all the way to consideration stage where they do consider working with you, but not buying from you, okay? That is a big difference between consideration stage and the buying stage, okay, where the transaction is happening. The best type of content that you can write for this how-to keyword would be video plus the checklist. So you probably know that Google owns YouTube. And on top of that, Google likes to push videos as search results. In fact, 41% of users, they do use TikTok as their search engine. And obviously what Google is doing about every single time you type a keyword like how to, Google is pushing YouTube videos and shorts. And if you do a quick search right now, you'll know exactly what I mean. So since Google is pushing videos, why not creating one? Why not publishing a video on the YouTube, transcribe that video using AI and ChatGPT, and then create an article on the website with the video on the top, and then the transcription properly formatted into nice paragraphs, bullet points, tables, images, infographics, and so on. So with that said, the best type of content that you can write when it comes to the how-to keyword is definitely video plus the checklist. Next one, it's Figma to Webflow. This one might sound like it's commercial because maybe someone already has the Figma file and they want to convert it to Webflow or WordPress. Really doesn't matter what is the CMS, but the idea is even here, they're still in their decision-making stage. So one of the article or page type you can have, it's definitely video plus the checklist, because here's the thing, when someone is searching for this type of keywords like Figma to Webflow, they're not looking only to hire someone, but at the same time, number one, they want to see your expertise, and number two, maybe they want to learn for themselves on how to take a design from Figma and move it to Webflow or WordPress. Yeah, so in that case, if you put like a quick tutorial at the top of the article showing your very own process, your very own methodology of taking a Figma design, moving it to Webflow, but then below this video, you have like a transcription with all the steps and the things to avoid. Of course, it's going to be way more impactful, way more useful to the user than a simple written article. Now, the very last keyword is video editing tools. And you can see that this video editing tools, it's really close to, let's say, best video editing tool. And you're right here. This video editing tools have both intents, commercial and informational. But this doesn't mean that we cannot have a page or an article that do appeal to both of these intents. So one of the best type of article or page you can have is top X article or top X page. And right here, you'll just list out top tools or top methodologies or top steps that do ask for a specific keyword. So for this example, video editing tools, one article might be top 6 online video editing tools that you can use completely for free. And here's one more thing. A lot of these top X articles, they will feature at the very bottom, of course, the main product that is being advertised. And in the copywriting and advertising, this is called an advertorial, which is basically like an article, and then at the very bottom, they ask you for a transaction. Transaction meant for the product that is being featured in that specific article. This is something that has been used for decades. You can ask your parents how they got their newsletter that were being dressed as advertorials, and at the very bottom, they were like a product to be featured and to be sold to the prospect. So it's the same thing with this article. People, they started to spot that the very last item, it's actually the one that is being sold. So right here, I usually flip the sides. I put my product being the first one, and then I put all the big benefits, all the big claims and all of that. And then only after I make like a comparison. I put the rest of the products and I compare my product versus the competition. Now, with that said, that was everything for today's video. And keep in mind, if you're gonna have any questions, YouTube comments is your best friend. Chat soon.